I'm here in Toys R Us, Sudbury, Ontario, and no love for the G.I. Joe. Wow. Fully stocked. Outback. Unbelievable. What, 4 or 5 here? Cobra Viper. First time for me ever seeing a Cobra Viper in store. Still feels like scalper price, $44.99. Wow. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Mad About Toys. How is everybody doing today? This is not a review video. This is a rant video. This is my first Cobra Viper. I've been collecting G.I. Joe's classifieds from day one. As soon as they were available and released in Canada, I grabbed them. I could not find a Cobra Viper. They're exclusive to Toys R Us. The original ones, impossible to find. It was around COVID, but regardless, I haven't found one in the wild. I found one at toy shows. They wanted, $60 to $100, give or take, and I just was not willing to pay that for a Cobra Viper. So when I came across this one on my recent trip to Sudbury, Ontario, I grabbed it immediately, even though it was a ridiculous price of $44.99 in Toys R Us. I've just come to expect that's what they're going to cost if they're exclusive to Toys R Us. Unfortunately, all the Hasbro figures have been, if they're new, they've been jacked up to $44.99. Absolutely ridiculous. This new Spider-Man Noir with Ham, it's circulating that it's at Toys R Us right now for $84.99. If you take into consideration that the Spider-Man Noir is $44.99, that means Ham is $40. Wow, $40 for Ham. They probably had millions of these kicking around in bins. They just threw them in as a throw-in and charged us $40. Thanks a lot, Toys R Us and Hasbro. But that's not what I'm here to complain about today. What I'm here to complain about today is the Python Patrol Toys R Us exclusives. This is my second Python Patrol, my first being the Bat. And I have a bat, a regular release bat that cost me $31.99 at GameStop. This Python Patrol cost me $44.99 plus tax, so somewhere around $48 after tax. And it has less stuff than the regular release bat. What am I paying for? Different color paint. It has all the paint applications on the regular release. And I imagine this Viper does as well. My biggest problem with this Viper is how cheap Hasbro is. They didn't include the scarf. So there it is. Taking away an accessory is not my biggest problem. Let's move this out of the way here. My biggest problem is they went through the trouble, and they're trying to save the planet, taking away packaging. They went through the trouble to remold this package to take out the scarf. Rather than just include a scarf in that same packaging that they've done for the Cobra Viper, they remold the plastic packaging and don't give us the scarf, which is clearly on the box right there. On the drawing, there it is. Come on, Hasbro. How cheap do you have to be? That is absolutely ridiculous that you would go out of your way to remold a package, a plastic packaging that you're clearly trying to get rid of and save the world, but you don't give us the scarf. You're going to use that scarf thousands of times throughout the line of this classified until it eventually dies, most likely due to price and Hasbro's greed. I'm so fed up with Hasbro. G.I. Joes I love. It's going to be hard for me to stop collecting them, especially when it's ones like, say, Sergeant Slaughter. Man, those $45 for that one, I'm like, here, take my money. But for these ones, any more Python Patrols that come out, I'm not getting them because they're not going to be as good as the regular release G.I. Joes. They're going to be missing something. The Bat, he's missing an extra head. So this one comes with less one head and a plate. The regular release comes with 2 head sculpts and 2 plates. This one, the only thing he's missing is the scarf. Everything else is the same. But like I shown, they went through the trouble of remolding, getting a different mold for the packaging so they didn't have to include the scarf. And it was $29.99, that original Cobra Viper, when it came out in 2019, 2020 at Toys R Us in Canada. And now it's $44.99. Absolutely ridiculous, unbelievable. I'm totally done with Marvel Legends. Seeing that Spider-Man Noir and Ham for $84.99 just leaves a awful taste in my mouth. They're the biggest toy company in the world, along with Toys R Us, one of the biggest toy retailers in Canada, just trying to take every single penny from their consumers and their fans. I know this is definitely partly to do with Toys R Us, and I'm shitting a lot on Hasbro. But it's ridiculous, the price of these figures. When I started collecting them, they were about $26. Now they're $35. So it's a lot easier to pass on figures that I don't really care about. Ones that I really want, sure, I'm going to fork up the money. But I'm really thinking it's time to be done with Hasbro and Marvel Legends, and G.I. Joe being very, very selective. And maybe start looking at some of those imports. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. Do you have these figures? Do you have the exclusives? Do you feel ripped off? Do you think I'm being ridiculous? Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. But if you like what you've seen and you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button, dropping me a like, and hitting that notification bell. As always, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll talk to you guys later.
All done the video.